home is stepping into Buddy Clark Carpet.
Folks, this is the big one. Come on over to Bondi's Enterprise Toyota, but keep it quiet so you can get first pick from our giant selection of Toyotas and Scions. Come on over for big savings on everything like big $3,500 rebates or 0% 60-month financing on all new Tundras. Come on over and put your money in your bank, not your tank, during the big one, only at Bondi's Enterprise Toyota Scion.
Come on over to Bondi's Toyota for the lowest prices. Come in and let us show you.
You're watching WTVY News 4, your hometown news leader.
Just ahead on News 4 at 6, more details about today's deadly plane crash in Northwest Florida. Also, a small Wiregrass school is getting national recognition. We'll tell you why. And we'll show you how some area instructors are giving special needs children an experience of a lifetime. Stay with us. News 4 at 6 is next.
From your hometown news leader, this is WTVY News 4 at 6.
A plane crash claims the life of a man known by farm families and radio listeners across the Wiregrass area and his young passenger. Good evening, everyone. I'm Reginald Jones.
And I'm Angie Casey. Thanks for joining us for News 4 at 6. Officials with the Jackson County Sheriff's Office say neighbors saw the plane when it went down. It was later discovered 47-year-old Houston County resident Russ Reagan died on impact. His 7-year-old, his 7-year-old passenger John Watson died a short time later. News 4's Deborah Tuff joins us now from our newsroom with the latest on the story. Deborah?
Angie, the crash happened in the 7.5-acre field about a mile west of Hamilton, Florida on Finn Road. The man who witnessed the crash says his heart sank as he watched Reagan and Watson clinging to life. Russ Reagan had landed on an airstrip by Highway 2 and was taking off again. Eyewitness and property owner Stevie Russ says that's when something went terribly wrong.
And I heard the plane take off again. And then it was cutting out, so I was just about finna get leveled on up in the air, but it started cutting out more, spudding, you know, like it was gonna cut off. And then after a while, it took a sharp right, heading towards north. And it took a nosedive and landed right in the pond.
Stevie says he jumped in his truck on his multi-acre property and raced to the scene. He says what he saw next made his heart drop.
And this little boy, he was laying there, and the man, he was in there. And I asked him, was he all right? And the man was mumbling something, but I couldn't understand what he was saying. And I tested the little boy and everything, and he moved. And that's when I feel that he was still alive.
Stevie ran for help, and shortly after 11, local authorities received the call, but it was too late.
The guy was still in the plane. He was moving around a little bit. And other than that, he just stopped moving.
Jackson County authorities say the pilot, 95.5 WTVY FM personality Russ Reagan, died at the crash site. Reagan had taken 7-year-old Hamilton, Florida resident John Watson up with him. Reagan was a friend of the young boy's family. After being airlifted to an area hospital, Watson died from his injuries.
I seen the plane start with a sharp dive. I said, oh God, and it just come down and crash so fast and so hard. It messed me up pretty bad, huh?
Now, Reg, authorities say the plane was a single-engine Cessna plane. Many people here in the WTVY building are shocked by the loss of their friend and co-worker. Gene Reagan, Russ's father, was known for his news reports on farming that aired right here on News 4 for years. His son, Russ, chose to follow in his father's footsteps, Angie.
That's right. His father, Gene, was here for many, many years, about 40, I believe. Yeah. So our thoughts and prayers are certainly with the family
Most
tonight.
Definitely.
Thank you, Deborah. Now, the FAA and the NTSB are assisting in that investigation. The body of a Georgia man has been found in Barber County. Investigators say a 69-year-old Walter Mead from Columbus, Georgia, was found dead in an SUV that had crashed in a wooded area just off County Road 82. Barber County Sheriff's deputies say Mead had been dead for several days. Deputies believe the accident happened last Friday night. Officials say the SUV ran off the road, hitting a tree. That tree fell on top of the vehicle, making it hard to see from the road. Investigators say the wreck could have been alcohol-related.
The Coffee County Baptist Association is in the process of building a disaster relief shelter in the event of a tornado, hurricane, or some other natural disaster. The building is adjacent to the association's office on Highway 84 in New Brockton. Now, much of the 40 by 60-foot building is being constructed with volunteer labor and materials from area churches. Besides a shelter, the facility will be used for religious and government meetings.
Hope that if there's a need as a disaster relief shelter, we'll be equipped for that with showers and places for people to stay overnight if they need to. And just for our churches to use in any way that they see fit, you know, for whatever need they might have.
Now, the building construction coincides with the 100th anniversary meeting of the Coffee County Baptist Association. Many Enterprise homeowners have been displaced since the deadly tornado tore through the city almost 5 months ago. News 4's Lauren Davis introduces us tonight to one of the first families to move back into their new home.
The March 1st tornado destroyed Patricia and Randolph Hudson's home they'd lived in for 30 years on Janice Street. It threw their car into their brick home, collapsed the side of their house, ripped the roof off the structure, and demolished store sheds in their backyard.
It was just shocking to see all the houses around us just blown away.
After the shock wore off, the repairs began. Here's some video inside the home as they started to rebuild. And this is the finished house with new floors, new windows, a new kitchen, a new sunroom, and new sheds, all completed in just 3.5 months after the tornado.
They got started on the house the Monday after the storm, and they worked solid on it.
A lot sits empty next to the Hudsons because that homeowner decided not to rebuild. The Hudson's neighbor across the street is just getting started rebuilding. The residents catty corner are still in the beginning stages, and another next-door neighbor is still repairing their home. Most of the rebuilding delays stem from homeowners not sure whether to rebuild in the same place or which floor plans to use. But the Hudsons were lucky.
I did not think we could get back in this quick with the major damage we had.
The damage is gone now, and they hope they never have to go through anything like this again. The Hudsons are retired, so they were able to spend time at their house during construction. Fortunately, they had auto and house insurance that covered the damage. They did not have to wait on any FEMA money. Now back to you.
All right, thanks a lot, Lauren. Now, the Hudsons expect it will take a couple of years before their neighborhood gets back to normal.
At a national education conference in St. Louis, Missouri, a small Wiregrass school received high marks from teachers and administrators nationwide. Elba Elementary is about to begin its 3rd year as an Alabama First Reading Initiative school, a federally funded program geared toward rural schools with a high student per capita poverty rate. In just 1 year, Elba students increased their per-grade reading comprehension from 68 to 81%, an astronomical increase according to teachers and administrators nationwide.
Commitment among the entire faculty and staff. We were 100% committed when we became a Reading First school, and it's just the hard work that the teachers and students and everybody involved has put forth.
Now, this means an additional $200,000 in federal money to help implement the program for Elba Elementary.
Well, earlier this year, the Alabama legislature earmarked tens of millions of dollars for school infrastructure. Each of the state's 120 school districts will receive funding. At this week's Coffee County School Board meeting, Superintendent Dr. Linda Ingram said the roof of the Kinston School gym gets first priority. Dr. Ingram says architects have already looked at the situation and are working on plans to replace it. And besides Kinston School, Dr. Ingram says there are plans for improvements at schools in New Brockton and Zion Chapel with the state construction money.
Well, SEC Media Days continue in Hoover. Brad Sherwood will have a full report for you later in sports.
Also, an area organization is helping special needs students by taking them for a swim, but it's not your typical dip in the Gulf. We'll tell you about it in a moment. But first, meteorologist Matt Posguy joins us with the first check on our weather. Matt?
Well, Reg, there's been a big emphasis on rain this week, but the one thing I do want to focus on is about those temperatures. We've seen much below average temperatures this week, but we'll go more in detail about that and about the upcoming forecast later in this news.
On Health Break, Dr. Alan Purvis of Flowers Hospital will discuss sleep apnea, a potentially dangerous health problem. Monday during News 4 at 6.
I want the birth of our child to be filled with special beginnings. From our baby's first touch to meeting her big brother for the first time. When our little girl arrives, I want to have time for family bonding.
I can help her with her first bath.
And I know we can share these precious moments at Southeast Alabama Medical Center, where my family can have it all.
At Army Aviation Center Federal Credit Union, we belong to you. Why wait in line when you can be online with our 24-hour mortgage services? No time during the day? That's okay. Our online loan service is ready for you. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Approved in seconds at Army Aviation Center Federal Credit Union.
Your success is our success. We belong to you. Are you ready for action? Action Buick Pontiac GMC.
We invite you to experience the difference at Action Buick Pontiac GMC. See a member of our team this month for a 2007 Sierra 1500 for as low as $23,555, or a 2007 GMC Yukon XL for as low as $32,274. And experience the difference at Action.
Are you ready for action? Action Buick Pontiac GMC.
When you're out of options,
I'm not afraid to stand up to punks like you.
he's in your corner. The Steve Wilkos Show.
You're watching WTVY News 4 at 6 with Angie Casey, Reginald Jones, meteorologist Connor Vernon, and Brad Sherwood with sports.
When most of us think of swimming with dolphins, we think of an excursion we'd participate in as a tourist. But swimming with dolphins takes on a whole new meaning for one group of children with special needs. We went along to see for ourselves. This may look like an ordinary day on the Gulf to most people, but it's actually a dolphin encounter for some special children. Several have autism, and at least one has cerebral palsy.
All this contributes to relax them, open them up, and trigger, hopefully, some progresses in their behavior, social behavior.
It's a program run by Water Planet in Panama City. For this week-long session, it has attracted families from as far away as Scotland, Czechoslovakia, and Great Britain. Under the guidance of Dennis Richard, the children spend a week in a therapeutic setting before being taken to the water in hopes of swimming with the dolphins.
We do this in the wild with wild dolphins, and it's their choice when they want to approach, and it's their choice when they want to leave. So we're not forcing them to interact with us.
There's no guarantee the dolphins will show up, but when they do, the families who bring their children here say it's worth it.
From what I can see of his experiences and his reactions the last couple of days, it's been fantastic.
John Samborski's 7-year-old son is autistic and speaks very little. While John says he never expected the dolphin experience to be a cure for autism, he has seen some positive results.
He's been very exuberant. Some of it are words, some of them are, nonsense noises that only we kind of understand from him. But, we did know that yesterday when he saw the dolphin, he yelled out "Flipper," and he'd never even watched the show before.
One Dothan therapist has recommended clients of her own to the program.
It can really lift your spirits because you're moving and you're interacting, especially with children. And the dolphins are out there and they come and pick you, and that's real uplifting for a child.
Richard says the dolphins don't always allow the children to get close to them, but when they do, he says, the parents of these children say it can be one of the most emotional encounters they ever experience. Now, if you want to find out more about Water Planet, you can give them a call toll-free at 866-449-5591, or you can visit their website at waterplanetusa.com.
Well, the first day of class is a little less than 2 weeks away for the Coffee County School District, but today, School Superintendent Dr. Linda Ingram held an orientation session for first-year instructional and non-instructional employees. There are about 20 new teachers. Students don't return until Wednesday, August the 8th.
And meteorologist Matt Posguy joins us now, and of course they're going to be going back in some hot temperatures, but not extreme today anyway.
Extremely, no. We've had much more. We're never going to get that right. We're going to have much on average temperatures, I guess I should say.
Right.
Okay.
Below average temperatures, and that's going to continue for the rest of the next couple of days. Now, we also into the early part of next week, We'll give the details on that and also our rain chances coming up after the break.
Medical Center Enterprise, where healthcare and community connect, helping and healing in everything we do. We're your friends and neighbors who truly care for you. Medical Center Enterprise, where healthcare and community connect.
Wherever you come from and wherever you're going, there's one thing that never changes: the need to stay connected. That's why Unicel is dedicated to improving our already impressive network, coast to coast and close to home, so you can reach out across the country just as easily as across the road. Because connection should happen wherever your life takes you. Unicel, the way wireless should be.
For people on Medicare, this is one of the most important phone numbers you need to know. 1-888-234-8279. This is the number you call to sign up for C Plus from Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Alabama. You may not realize it, but Medicare doesn't cover all of your medical expenses. C Plus picks up where Medicare leaves off, supplementing your Medicare coverage. And now C Plus provides even more, including worldwide air ambulance and the C Plus Healthcare Hotline that can answer your healthcare questions 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And here's great news. All C Plus members receive these benefits. Call 1-888-234-8279 to get C Plus. Additionally, C Plus members can go to any of the 9,000 doctors and hospitals in Alabama covered by C Plus. To enroll, call 1-888-234-8279. 1-888-234-8279.
Meteorologist Matt Paws Guy in the Forewarned Storm Center.
Well, we had below average temperatures for the past couple of days, and that's going to continue for the next couple of days as well. And our rain chances are no exception to that change in our weather pattern, is because they're up. Now we're going to have a little bit less chance of rain tomorrow, but then the weekend we're looking at much more promising conditions. Here's a look at the forewarned radar all around the Wiregrass area. You can see nothing going on anywhere near Dothan and also towards Albany, Panama City, nothing in these areas. In fact, you have to get all the way down to Leon County towards Tallahassee to start seeing some of these showers, or as far to the northwest as Montgomery. Why is this happening? Well, we've pretty much rained ourselves out today. We had the rain earlier this morning, and that really blocked a lot of the sunlight. And when you do that kind of thing, it really keeps those temperatures down, and also keeps our rain chances down as well, because they really rely on those temperatures to be up this time of the year. Let's take a look outside right now. It's looking pretty beautiful out there. The sun is finally out, but it is just a couple of hours too late to really help with the convection in the area. I mean, the flag looks like it's trying to blow out there, but really not making too much leeway. In fact, the current conditions now reflect the lower temperatures we've had. 84 degrees right now. It is beautiful weather out there, but just not warm enough to really get the convection going and the thunderstorms. Partly cloudy skies right now, 71-degree dew point. The dew point is higher today than it was yesterday. We were looking at 69 degrees yesterday, and that's the reason why we have all that moisture in the area, as you can probably tell when you looked up at the sky. 80s all around the area, not one 90-degree mark on this map right now. How often do you see that in the middle of the summertime, at this time of the day when the sun is still outside, not one 90-degree on the map? In fact, it takes you till you get to Birmingham, 91 degrees there. Other than that, not one 90-degree mark anywhere else. In Birmingham, just because of the fact that they had a lot less cloud cover today, and also they're getting thunderstorms in the area now because of that. Towards the north, when you get to Detroit, 73 right now, and that's beautiful weather up there in Detroit because of that low pressure system that's spinning over there. So it's beautiful in terms of the temperatures, but not in terms of the rain forecast and also the cloud cover in that area. In fact, when you get towards the south, there's another area of rain we're looking at, which we thought we might get tropical, but there's so much wind shear in the area and different levels of the atmosphere that really is not going to develop into anything. It's going to bring a lot of moisture to Texas and Louisiana, but that's just about it. It'll also bring moisture to our area as well. Now we're looking at this system here to the north and this system to the south. Those together pushing rain in both these directions that helping to increase our shower activity for the area. Now tonight, a stray shower or two, mostly cloudy skies. It will be clearing later with a 72 degrees as a morning low. Tomorrow, showers and storms, partly cloudy skies, your rain chance is about 40% with a high of about 92. Your Gulf cast 86 degrees on the water, so it is fairly warm out there. And the next 5 days are going to reflect the rain chance we saw pretty much all throughout this week except for increase on Sunday. Here is your McDonald's weather-wise question. Which month during the hurricane season is the least active for hurricane development? It's one of June, July, October, or November. And you can answer that online. So go to the weather-wise question on the weather segment and go and click on your answer, and we'll pick a random winner tonight at 10 o'clock.
All right.
Sounds good.
Thanks a lot. Well, cats may be known for their many lives, but we'll show you one that's becoming popular for another reason. That's later on News 4 at 6.
And it was Nick Saban's turn in front of the reporters at Media Day. You'll hear what the Tide coach had to say. That's next in sports.
For News 4 on your cell phone, go to news4oncall.com.
This is Living Well, presented by Southeast Alabama Medical Center.
As we all know, blood is an essential part of our body. At Southeast Alabama Medical Center, patients receive blood from Life South Community Blood Centers. If you're in good health, 17 years of age or older, weigh at least 110 pounds, and have a valid photo ID, you can make a difference in the lives of others by donating blood.
In Dothan alone, we need to keep 100 units of O pos, and with all the other types combined, a total of about 200 units. When you need blood, you need it ready. You don't need to wait until there's a need and everybody start donating. We should have people donating on a regular basis.
Certain blood types are extremely rare and are always in demand. It is also important that our blood reserves are prepared for a significant local event. After Hurricane Katrina, blood from our region was quickly shipped to hospitals and clinics throughout the Gulf Coast.
Even when there's a disaster, if you come out and donate blood that day, that blood has to go off and be tested. When the disaster strikes, we need that blood on hand. We can't wait 3 more days for that blood to get in. Blood donated at Life South stays in our community. We donate that blood here, it goes up and gets tested, and then it comes right back for our use here.
For more information about donating blood, visit samc.org. For Living Well, I'm Sandy DeLonga.
I'm so excited! I can't wait to meet the new celebrity! Mr. Scott said his clothes are awesome.
Oh yeah, y'all are really gonna be surprised.
Hello, ladies. I just got back from Hollywood, and I'm ready to sell some cars. 07 Toyota Corollas for just $12,980.
Lower, Daddy.
Okay, $11,980.
Toyota Dothan, South Alabama's #1 volume Toyota dealer.
And now, Brad Sherwood with sports.
Hello everyone, let's face it, this year's SEC Football Media Days is all about one man, Nick Saban. News 4's Chris Harris was in Hoover and watched as everyone else seemed to take a back seat to the Tide's new coach.
No better way to start off round 2 of the SEC Media Days than with Nick Saban's early arrival. The cameras followed his every move, earning the coach the rock star nickname for the day. And I guess that makes us the paparazzi. So, 8:17 a.m., Saban arrives and makes a beeline for the escalator. After spending approximately 18 minutes with the radio internet guys, he heads for the Comcast cable room. Then one more stop before he comes our way, and all right, you get the picture. It was an absolute circus.
We do appreciate it, and it is special, and we do think that it can be beneficial to us long term in creating success.
People, or Alabama fans are crazy about Coach Saban. It's ridiculous.
Circus. It's been a circus, but I'm pretty prepared for it. Kind of glad Coach Saban walked in first, so I can kind of slide in behind him.
Vanderbilt coach Bobby Johnson ended up doing the same thing, though he played coy about being overshadowed by his colleague.
Maybe. Who? Is that kind of your style? Nick Saban. Oh, yeah.
Even the defending national champions didn't have the entourage to match up to the first-year coach. Urban Meyer claimed geography was to blame.
We're in Alabama, right? You're talking about that?
Yeah.
I imagine that would happen in Michigan or happen in Southern Cal too.
But, just another day in the life. Think how nuts it'll be after he actually wins a game, huh? In Hoover at Nick Saban Media Day. Chris Harris, WTVY News 4 Sports.
Chris, thank you very much. Before we get to football season, though, there's still some summer baseball business to take care of. The Dothan Post-12 American Legion team begins postseason play tomorrow in Dothan. The Dozen hosts Clanton in a best-of-3 game series at Northcutt Field. The guys went through a workout today out in Wicksburg. The first game is tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. The Dozen once again had an outstanding regular season, finishing with a 41-7 record, but Larry Tubbs and his guys know that the long summer grind is trying to get them ready for a run at a state title.
You know, the hard work's been done all summer long. We've traveled, we've put them in, you know, environments that hopefully will pay dividends at the end of the year in these big tournaments. So it's about getting your club ready and being able to compete in postseason play.
In other news, Falcons quarterback Michael Vick made his first appearance in federal court today in Richmond, Virginia. He pleaded not guilty to federal dogfighting accusations and was released without bond until his November 26th trial date. Federal prosecutors allege the operation, known as Bad News Kennels, operated on Vick's property in Virginia. Of course, it's the big talk around the national sports scene.
Yeah, and saying how much his stock has gone down. I saw something today about his jersey that used to sell for, I don't know, $75, now is $10.
A lot of sports stores have pulled it off the shelves, including Dick's Sporting Goods, and among others.
Wow. Amazing what it's done.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks. Well, meteorologist Matt Posguy will have a final look at your evening forecast in just a moment.
And you may not want this cat to cross your path. We'll tell you why. Some refer to him as the Grim Reaper. We'll be right back.
How many more air miles do we get that free trip?
12,053 more miles.
Where are my shoes?
Under your bed, left-hand side.
Dad, how many feet in a mile?
5,280. When is my anniversary? The 29th, man. 31. 4366. 730. Field 3.
Dad, what's your cholesterol level?
Need help with the answers that matter most? Visit BeHealthy.com for tools and information that can help you lead a healthier lifestyle.
You know, can you take that homework upstairs, please?
Daddy, where does the garbage truck take all our garbage?
To a big hole in the ground called a landfill.
What happens to it there?
Well, most of the time it just sits there. But they take our trash to a special landfill where they turn it into electricity that lights our home.
Does that make electricity special?
It sure does make our electric co-op special.
Are you tired of looking tired? Need a lift? Maybe some filler here or there, or just some tightening up. The help you need is right here. The husband and wife team of John and Rebecca Ferguson have invested in the newest technologies and techniques to help you love the skin you're in, with minimum downtime and recovery so that you can get back to enjoying your life again. Call today and schedule your appointment with Face Clinic, where quality care is everything.
Today you need a dealership that you can count on, and Dothan Chrysler Dodge is that place.
We sell new and pre-owned Chrysler and Dodges, plus all brands of pre-owned.
Service and maintenance is our business of all makes and models, and whether it's tires, transmissions, or a simple oil change, our team of professionals are here for you.
And we keep hundreds of thousands of dollars of parts and accessories in stock, wholesale and retail.
Trust your automobile to us. That's Dothan Chrysler Dodge, your 5-star dealership.
Hair and makeup services for News 4 provided by Hemisphere Salon and Day Spa in Dothan.
Here's a quick look at your forecast for tonight. Stray shower or two is possible, but otherwise it'll be mostly cloudy and clearing later with a low of about 72 degrees. Now tomorrow, showers and storms once again in the area, partly cloudy skies. The rain chance will be about 40%.
All right. Thanks a lot, Matt.
Well, Oscar, a cat who lives in a nursing home, may seem like an ordinary cat, but he has a very specific talent. He can predict the deaths of patients with uncanny accuracy. Oscar has been observed in 25 cases to curl up with a patient when they're in their final hours.
Now, the nursing home became accustomed to calling family members when they saw Oscar curl up on a patient's bed. That allowed many patients to have their families by their side when they died. Now, how accurate is he? Well, in the 25 cases observed, the patients died within 4 hours of Oscar's visit.
That's just an incredible story.
It is incredible.
Yeah.
Just too eerie.
Else.
Yeah.
I don't want to ever see that cat.
Yeah, exactly. not for a few more years.
That is our time for now. Thank you for yours.
We'll see you back here tonight at 10. Wheel of Fortune's next. Good night.